Hi, I'm Greg Dean. I'm going to be telling you about the Jassy Dean Trust, which is a Waiheke Island-based organisation that helps sick kids on the island. How we help sick kids is to provide medical support where medical support might not be available on the island. Off-island support, we get the kids to town to get specialist treatment. We provide financial support to families where families might be struggling as a result of having a sick child. We've got emergency wallets which offer a family that have to get off the island very quickly some cash and a ferry ticket, some important phone numbers, just a little emergency package to help them get through the crisis for at least the first 24 hours. We offer practical help to families where mum and dad might be a bit stretched emotionally, physically, financially. Home help, cooking meals, doing the washing, doing the shopping, babysitting the kids, and we send kids away to holiday camps every year. Bit of fun, bit of enjoyment, and with that we see those smiling faces come home after a week's holiday, which they might not otherwise get in some circumstances. We're pretty pleased to be able to help out that way. The Trust was started in 1992 at the time of Jassy Dean's death. Jassy was my daughter, and she contracted meningococcal meningitis, and during that time the Waiheke community supported my family, my wife, my other children, and it was such an emotional and difficult time, and we felt enormously supported by this community. So in response to that, the Jassy Dean Trust was founded. The Jassy Dean Trust is administered by 8 trustees. All of us are passionate and committed to working towards child health on the island. Since 1993, we've assisted numerous kids and their families. In hard times where a child's sick or has a medical condition, perhaps some years there might have been 30 or 40 kids, and more or less in other years. Lots of young families have benefited from the Trust support.
My experience with the Jassy Dean Trust is a positive one. When our first son, Tawara, was born, there were a few complications which meant that we had to commute backwards and forwards to Auckland to get to the Starship Hospital. And I recall, particularly at one time, when Greg Dean came down to the ferry with a couple of tickets for my wife and I to help assist us get across to the other side. And it was a wonderful gesture. We weren't expecting it, and for him personally to arrive there with a couple of tickets just lifted the day and made the event a little bit more less traumatic. So thank you very much, Jassy Dean Trust.
The Trust raises money many ways. We receive donations from the community. We have some great sponsors with Fuller's Ferries and Placemakers and numerous Waiheke Island businesses. We receive bequests from people. But by far and above, our greatest fundraising is our annual garden safari. The success of the garden safari is a result of the generosity of people who give their gardens to allow us to go traipsing through them every year. It's a fantastic thing for 1,500 people to go wandering through a garden and look at little plants and flowers and see how other people do it, and for people to open up their homes for that to happen is very, very generous. That's a huge donation to the well-being of sick kids on the island. We also have between 80 and 100 volunteers that support us during the 2 days of the garden safari. Those people come for no other reason than they want to help sick kids and help out the Jassy Dean Trust. This community is an amazing community with supporting itself, and we are very, very humbled by the support that people give us to help Waiheke kids. Other ways you can help the Jassy Dean Trust is by offering your garden for the garden safari, offering your time to support families of sick children, or simply offering cash. If you have a sick child or there's a sick child in the community that you know about, the Jassy Dean Trust can be contacted to help them by talking to your GP, your health nurse, social workers, the school, the marae, Auckland City Council, Community Services Directory, Waiheke Health Trust. We can be contacted directly. Talk to me, talk to any of the trustees. We will help.